Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in this world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayers Live, page by page reading and commentary of the modern English version of the Bible. So today we're going to go back into the first book of Samuel, chapter 5. Um, Unfortunately, at this point in the Bible, the ark has been essentially confiscated from the people of Israel. The Philistines have it now, and that's where we're picking up. I hope all of you out there are having a wonderful Sunday. I most definitely am. Slept really well last night, woke up pretty early today, and I think all I'm going to do today is probably some remote work and maybe a bit of exercise and stretching. This is not exactly the place for people to come in and promote themselves when I'm doing my Bible readings to the person in the chat. I think that that was a little inconsiderate of you, so I'm going to go ahead and ban you. Keep in mind, to those of you who are listening for either the right reasons or the wrong reasons, for me, when I do these Bible readings, it's a bit of a sacred, holistic time for me. If for whatever reason you take issue with me, take issue with me somewhere else, not here. I appreciate it. Thanks. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. The Philistines and the Ark. Now, the Philistines took the Ark of God and brought it from Ebenezer to Ashdod. When the Philistines took the Ark of God, they brought it into the house of Dagon and set it by Dagon. When the Ashdodites arose early in the morning, behold, Dagon had fallen upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord. And they took Dagon and set him in his place again. When they arose early on the next morning, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord, and the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold. Only the torso of Dagon was left to him. Therefore neither the priest of Dagon nor any coming into Dagon's house tread on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod to this day. But the hand of the Lord was heavy upon the Ashdodites. He desolated them and struck them with tumors, even Ashdod and its territories. When the men of Ashdod saw that it was so, they said, "The ark of the God of Israel cannot remain with us, for his hand is heavy upon us and upon Dagon our God." So they sent and gathered all the lords of the Philistines unto them, and said, "What shall we do with the ark of the God of Israel?" Okay, so this is interesting. It seems like the ark is causing various issues, inflictions upon the people, basically because it's not compatible with who they are, in my opinion. And they answered, "Let the ark of the God of Israel be carried around to Gath." And they carried the ark of the God of Israel there. It happened that after they had carried it, the hand of the Lord was against the city with a very great destruction. And he struck the men of the city, both small and great, and tumors broke out on them. Therefore they sent the ark of the God of therefore they sent the ark of God to Ekron. So all these tumors, the ancient alien theorists have hypothesized for a long time that the Ark of the Covenant was somehow radioactive or put out radiation that caused people to have a lot of problems. Some say that it was a weapon, others, some other kind of sophisticated machine. The priest, typically around the Ark, when it was in Israel, they had to wear protective gear and whatnot to be around it. So there was definitely something interesting about this Ark. And it came about that as the Ark came to Ekron, the Ekronites cried out, saying, "They have brought about the Ark of the God of Israel to slay us and our people." So they sent and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines and said, "Send away the Ark of the God of Israel, and let it go again to his own place, that he might not kill me and my people." For there was a deadly destruction throughout all the city. The hand of God was very heavy there. The men that did not die were plagued with the tumors, and the cry of the city went up to heaven. And that's the end of chapter 5. Let's go ahead and go into chapter 6. The ark returned to Israel. And good morning, Sharon. I hope you're having a good day today. And yeah, tumors. Yeah, that's typically a side effect of radiation. So that arc was definitely emitting some sort of energy that was harming those around it. The ark returned to Israel. Now the ark of the Lord had been in the country of the Philistines 7 months. The Philistines called for the priest and the diviners, saying, "What shall we do with the ark of the Lord? Tell us how we should send it to its place." They said, "If you send away the ark of the God of Israel, do not send it empty, but return to him a guilt offering. Then you will be healed, and it will be known to you why his hand is not removed from you." Then said they, "What will be the guilt offering which we will return to him?" They answered, 5 golden tumors and 5 golden mice, according to the number of the lords of the Philistines. For one plague was on you all, and on your lords. Therefore you will make images of your tumors and images of your mice that ravage the land. You will give glory to the God of Israel. Perhaps he will lighten his hand off of you, even from off of your gods and from off of your land. When then do you harden your hearts, as the Egyptians and Pharaoh hardened their hearts? When he dealt severely with them, they did not let the people go, and they departed. I'm sorry. When he dealt severely with them, did they not let the people go, and they departed? Now therefore make a new cart, take 2 milk cows, on which there has never been a yoke, then tie the cows to the cart, and bring their calves home, away from them. Then take the ark of the Lord, and set it on the cart, and put the images of gold, which you return to him for a guilt offering, in a box by the side, and send it away, that it may go. See if it goes up by the way of his own territory, to Beth Shemesh. Then he has done us all this great evil. But if not, then we will know that it is not his hand that struck us. It was by chance that it happened to us. The men did so, and they took 2 milk cows, tied them to the cart, and shut up their calves at home. And they set the ark of the Lord on the cart, as well as the box, with the mice of gold and the images of their tumors. There sure is a fixation on the tumors throughout this, but maybe that was something they hadn't encountered before. It was probably a big event back then to have a tumor. Okay. Then the cows took the straight way to the way of Beth Shemesh and went along the highway, lowing as they went. They did not turn aside to the right hand or the left, with the lords of the Philistines walking after them to the border of Beth Shemesh. Now Beth Shemesh was reaping their wheat harvest in the valley, and they lifted up their eyes and saw the ark, and they rejoiced to see it. The cart came into the field of Joshua, the Beth Shemite, and stood there where there was a great stone. And they split the wood of the cart, and offered the cows as a burnt offering to the Lord. Interesting. Barbecue time again. The Levites took down the ark of the Lord and the box that was with it, where the articles of gold were, and put them on the great stone. And the men of Beth Shemesh offered burnt offerings and made sacrifices the same day to the Lord. When the 5 lords of the Philistines had seen it, they returned to Ekron the same day. These are the golden tumors which the Philistines returned for a guilt offering to the Lord. For Ashdod 1, for Gaza 1, for Ashkelon 1, for Gath 1, for Ekron 1. And the golden mice, according to the number of all the cities of the Philistines belonging to the 5 lords, both of fortified cities and of country villages. And the great stone where they set the ark of the Lord is a witness to this day in the field of Joshua, the Beth Shemite. Then he struck the men of Beth Shemesh because they had looked into the ark of the Lord. He struck 50,070 men. And the people lamented, because the Lord had struck the people with a great slaughter. The men of Beth Shemesh said, "Who is able to stand before the Lord, this holy God? And whom will he go up from us?" And they sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath Jearim, saying, "The Philistines have brought back the ark of the Lord. Come down and take it up to you." So the men of Kiriath Jearim came and took the ark of the Lord, and they brought it into the house of Abinadab on the hill, and sanctified Eleazar his son to keep the ark of the Lord. And from the day the ark resided in Kiriath Jearim, the days increased to 20 years. All right, so they got the ark back. That's good. And that's the end of the first book of Samuel, chapter 6. We did 2 chapters today. So tomorrow we'll get into chapter 7. I might do a live stream later tonight in regards to one of my other projects. But that's about it. All of you have a good one and take care. Bye-bye.